This is how to add an assignment on myGCC from the faculty point of view. So first you're going to go to the main page of the course that you're going to be working in. Click the coursework tab on the left. And then you're going to click add an assignment at the top. There are 4 different types of assignment. We're going to start with the basic format. This is anything that is just a reminder to the students that there's an assignment that needs to be done. So first you're going to title it and decide what module you want it to go under. You then list the type, the due date, and when you want the assignment to be open, as well as if it's graded. Next, you can give assignment information, so the title of maybe the book you want them to read, or the textbook that you've assigned for the course, and then the chapters that you want them to read. You can also click to add another reading if there are multiple things you want them to read for one assignment. Lastly, there's a description, instruction, and upload section. If there's any additional instructions that you want to give them, or a description of what you want them to read. Lastly, you can add a file if it's something that is saved to your computer, so maybe an article that you've downloaded or anything else you want the students to look at. When you're done, click Save Your New Assignment, and it will show up under the module that you've assigned it to. Another type of assignment you can do is the forum format. This is for the collaboration tab that is talked about in another video when you want students to participate in the forum. So again, give it a name, decide what module you want it to be assigned to, the type, the due date, when you want it to be open, the grading and how many points, when you want them to see their grade, and then also specific to the forum format is what thread you want the students to work in. So we only have 2 topics in this forum, so you can choose which topic folder you want the submissions to be under. After that, there are a bunch of parameters that you can set if you want them not to be allowed to post after the due date or be allowed to post before it opens, how many posts you want them to have. You can set it to disregard posts that are under so many words, and how many replies you may want them to have. Lastly, again, you can put a description, instructions, or if you want to upload a file for any reason, you can do that. Keep in mind that any file you upload needs to be something that has been saved to your computer. Again, click Save Your New Assignment. If myGCC redirects you to the home page, just go back to the course that you are working in. The coursework tab. And then you can see if the assignment made it through by going to the module that you've assigned it to and seeing if it's been posted. So you can see that my forum participation assignment has been posted even though myGCC redirected. If you're doing something that's lengthy or you need to type a lot for, I recommend you type it out in Microsoft Word and then copy and paste it onto myGCC so that if it does time out, you don't lose all your work. The next type of format you can do is the file upload format. This is when you want students to submit work that they have done for you to look over and grade. So first, give it a name. Again, the module you want it in. What type it is. The due date. You can allow for late submissions if you want to. When you want the assignment to appear. What the grade for it is. You can list minimum number of files you want uploaded and maximum number. Again, description, instructions. And any files that you want to add. For file upload format specifically, uploading files of your own can be great. Students can download the assignment that you have, maybe a handout that you want them to do, or a paper quiz. They can download it, do it, and then upload it for you to grade. When you're done, click Save Your New Assignment. And again, if myGCC redirects, just go back to the page that you were working on before. The last type of assignment you can do is the test format. myGCC allows you to upload tests that you've already made or to make your test directly on myGCC. So again, go through the usual steps, name it, just pick what module you want it to be under, the due date, when you want the test to be live. Tests will automatically be graded, so you can just decide when you want the grade to be shown. There are a bunch of different parameters for the test format. You can allow students to review their test or see their correct answers. You can allow a time limit for a test. You can decide how you want it to be set up, extra credit, retakes that a student can have, and how long they have to wait to take it again. There are a lot of different parameters that you can look through and decide how you want your test to be set up. And then lastly, again, a description and instructions and the option to add files if you want. When you're done, click Save Your New Assignment, and myGCC will take you to the test builder. So for the test builder, you can decide when you want the test to be live, but you need to have a question first. So click Add a Question. First give the question label, and then the question text. You can add images if you want, and myGCC requires that you put in a point value. There are different types of answers that you can have. You can have an equation, in which case the students will input an answer, an essay, which they'll have a text box they can do, matching, in which case you put in the correct matches and the computer will automatically mix them up. You can also put distractors if you want. If you need to add more matching pairs, you can do it here, or add more distractors, you can over here. You can decide if you want the objects or the left-hand side to be randomized, or if you want the matches or the right-hand side to be randomized. There is true or false answers, in which case they'll just offer you true or false and you choose the correct answer. Short answer, which you can give full credit or partial credit if you want a match, if you want an exact match, or if you want it to just include the words that a student may put. You can decide how close to the exact answer you want, as well as an alternate correct answer if you want to. You can also decide if you want other responses to be scored by you, or if you want them to automatically receive no credit. You can decide ordering, in which case you put in the correct order and the computer will randomize it. And then multiple choice. For multiple choice, you put in the options that you want. And then you choose the correct option. You can also choose if the correct option is all of the above or none of the above. You then decide if you want it to be randomized every time a student takes the test, or if they'll see this order every time they take it, as well as partial credit and limit selections. For limit selections, you decide how many a student can select, which is only one. Specifically for limit selections, as it says, students will be told how many correct options there are and cannot select any more than you indicate. So if there were 2 answers that were correct, students would only be allowed to give 2 answers, no more, no less. When you're done, you can preview the question, and myGCC will show you what students will see. When you're done, if you want to do another question, you can click Save and add another, or you can click Save and return to Test Builder. Fortunately, myGCC will save things like that. If you quit making a test in the middle, you don't have to make all of a test in one shot. If you quit making a test in the middle, you can go to the page where you work on it, go down to the test, and it will tell you that it's not complete. So click Edit. And then again, click Save Your Assignment. So the way you edit the test is to click the hyperlink and then go to Test Builder. It will say what questions you've added. You can choose to add a question. Choose the correct answer. Choose to randomize, limit selections if you want to. And then choose Save and Add, again, Save and Add another if you want to do another, or Save and Return to Test Builder if that's the only question that you want to put. So when you've decided that you're done, myGCC tells you you need to enter an opening date. Once you've put questions in, you can click Activate Now, which will allow the test to go live right then and go until the date that you've put. When you're done, you can go back to Assignment Detail and then ultimately go back to the coursework page, and you will see the test that you've made show up in the module that you've put it in. Here it is. If a test is live, or if any assignment is live, it will be in red text. If it's not live for students, then it will appear like this with black italics. And in that case, it's not ready for students, but you can still see it. If you want it to go active for students, you can click the light switch next to it, and it will make it active for students. To delete an assignment, click the pencil to edit it. Edit any information if you want to, or you can delete the assignment. So that is how you add an assignment and build a test on myGCC.